Welcome to the Warrior's Promise, where we unlock the path to reclaiming your personal power. I'm your host, Victoria Islas, a master trainer, functional health coach, energy healer, and metaphysical practitioner, guiding you through a journey of strength from the inside out. We're going to explore how movement, nutrition, and mindset can help you take back control of your life. This isn't just about fitness or food. This is about healing on all levels, physically, mentally, and spiritually. It's about tapping into your warrior spirit and using that power to face life's challenges with resilience, grace, and confidence. So take a deep breath, stand tall, and let's step into the strength that's already within you. Hey there, warriors. Welcome back to the Warrior's Promise podcast. My name is Coach Victoria Islas, founder of SteelMaceWarrior.com, where I'm dedicated to helping you reclaim your personal power through the warrior's path, where movement, nutrition, mindset, and energy healing come together to unlock your full potential. All right, so today's episode is actually inspired by a recent Instagram reel that I just posted. And if you saw it, you know the vibes. It was all about how I've changed, grown, and become stronger through every season of life. The reel shows you a before and after of like all the strength training and all the muscle building that I've done in the past year. It wasn't easy, especially because, somewhere along that line in the summer of last year in 2024, I got COVID and it sucked. It was my first time having COVID actually, which it's crazy to think about. I never got COVID all these years and I got it for the first time last year. And I had to deal with high blood pressure. It would not come down. It was a very scary experience. I had to deal with my ears being messed up for months. So I was like out of balance and I don't know how I did it, but, or I guess I do know how I did it, right? So, I really stepped up my game and I took care of myself like completely, right? So, just to give you some context there. And so I'm really proud of where I'm at right now, right? Like this episode's all about, we'll get there, but it's all about that, okay? So you can definitely see my progress in that reel. So go check it out if you haven't yet. I think it's cool. And I just want to let you know, by the way, this reel isn't to blow my own ego up. It was fun. It was me singing to Taking Back Sunday, one of my favorite bands. And it's meant to hopefully inspire warriors like you. All right. So if you're tuning in today, this episode is for you, the warrior who's evolving, who's learning to embrace every season and honoring their growth, right? So you got those three things down. This is what this episode's all about, right? So grab your mace like it's your teddy bear, because we all know, at least most Steel Mace warriors, we love our mace that way, okay? So settle in and let's dive into this episode together. So let's start off with the evolution of self. I've been, reflecting a lot lately. That's how that reel came about. I've changed, and I know I've changed my mind, my body, my outlook on life, which has a lot to do with my parents passing away. And that's okay. In fact, I think it's more than okay. I think it's amazing. I can't believe that I'm actually where I'm at, but here I am, right? So life has this way of just shaping us, right? Doesn't it? So whether it's through joy, challenges, or unexpected turns, I know them all so well. I know you know them all so well because we're all going to go through this, because we're constantly evolving. So for me, it's not about staying the same. We don't stay the same. It's not going to happen. It's about embracing who you are today, embracing who I am today. For me, I'm a full-grown, powerful woman who's stronger than she's ever been. And Steel Mace Fitness has played a huge role in this, right? Steel Mace Fitness is like my life. It's not just about, swinging a piece of steel around, right? It looks cool, right? It looks awesome. You look like a warrior, but it's about building strength that goes deeper than that goes deeper than building muscle, that goes deeper than losing weight, that goes deeper than whatever aesthetic goal that you've had in the past, okay? It's about mental resilience. It's about self-belief. And it's about knowing that every challenge you face is shaping you into someone stronger. So I don't want to ever do a podcast episode without giving you some kind of homework. It's the health coach in me. But here's a reflective question for you. I want to ask you this. Think about it. How have you grown? And what seasons have shaped you into the warrior you are today? right? So if I could answer this, let me give you an example. And maybe you can relate, maybe not. But, how have I grown in the last year? I'm going to put it for the last year. I've gained muscle. My goodness. Again, go see that reel. I've gained so much muscle. And part of the reason why I did this, right, is because I have an autoimmune disorder that attacks my connective tissue. Sucks. It sucks so bad. And, I was getting a lot of flare-ups for years. And it wasn't until, I got seen by a functional medicine practitioner that she was like, she figured it out. Forever grateful for that, right? And then I knew, dang, I have to change my program. I have to build muscle. I have to do this. I have to do this to work on myself. And that's what I did. So I've grown tremendously in programming. I've grown as a coach, as someone who understands autoimmune disorder. I've grown tremendously as I've gotten bigger. Right? It's funny to hear that from a woman, but I've gotten bigger, meaning like muscular, right? I've gained muscle. And at this point, I'm kind of, doing body recomposition. So what seasons have shaped you into a warrior you are today? My season was losing my parents. Those seasons broke me. I did so much shadow work. I'm calling back my power now. And those seasons, they're gone now, but they really shaped me into who I am today. So that is my example of my reflective question answer. Okay, so just to give you an idea of how you should answer that. So just, ask yourself that. How have you grown? What seasons have shaped you into the warrior you are today? Now let's talk about strength over scales. And by the way, stick till the end because I have a super duper bonus for you. A free goodie that I think that if you are feeling the vibes, feeling this podcast episode, you're going to really enjoy it. So stick till the end for that, okay? Now, again, let's talk about strength. So for years, I used to think that my worth was tied to the number on the scale. Does this sound familiar? Yes, especially for a lot of women, right? We're always looking at the scale because that's what, society has this view of like, this is what we should look like. This is what we should weigh. This is what, and there is a point where, okay, I get obesity, right? I get that. Yes, we should definitely look at numbers when there's, health issues involved, 100%. But for most of us, I think we're overly stressed about what's on the scale, right? And so that's why I'm bringing this up. It's a trap that so many of us fall into. And this is what I've learned. Strength is about so much more than what's on that scale, okay? It's so much more than that. So, it's about feeling powerful in your own skin. It's about moving freely, feeling energized, and knowing that you're capable of handling whatever comes your way, or maybe you're prepping yourself ahead of time and going, you know what if something comes my way, I'm going to be ready for it. I'm prepping, right? And that's why Steel Mace Fitness has become my go-to. And that's something that you're going to hear me talk about in every episode, right? The Mace teaches you balance. It teaches you focus, control, gives you strength. And not just in workouts, but in life. It translates to life. Again, you're going to hear me repeat that. So anyways, I want you to forget the numbers for now. Let's talk about how you feel. Let's talk about, how much stronger you are than last month. Let's talk about, can you lift a heavier mace? Or can you move with more ease? Like, how's your mobility, right? There are so many types of different wins. They could be really small. They could be very big, but even the little ones matter, okay? So here's the thing, okay, warriors. Let's change up. The topic a little bit here. Let's talk about embracing the process, right? You don't need to stay the same to be worthy. Growth is messy, and again, you're not going to stay the same. That's not how nature works, right? Growth is messy. I know I've been the messiest person ever at some point. Many points in my life. So it's very uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. It's very lonely sometimes, but it's also a very natural and beautiful thing. So wherever you are right now, I want you to honor it. So, take a deep breath. Honor where you are. Celebrate the fact that you showed up for yourself today. You listening to this podcast is amazing, right? That's definitely showing up for yourself today. And let's say maybe, I don't know, just an example. Maybe I'm just going to throw it out there. Maybe you didn't hit a PR this week, right? But you moved and you tried, and that's a win. And guess what? Let's say you didn't move. Well, you always have tomorrow. Remember that. You always have tomorrow. It's not the end of the world. Let's get back on the wagon, right? So anyways, track your progress in ways that matter, right? Maybe you feel more confident. Maybe your energy is up. Maybe you can move more fluidly through a Steel Mace workout without stopping. These are your victories. And again, they're worth celebrating, all right? And track your progress in ways that matter beyond the scale. So to wrap things up, let me remind you, life is about seasons. Strength is about how you feel. And the process is what makes it all worth it, right? So take some time today to reflect on how far you've come and share this episode with someone who maybe needs to hear that they're stronger than they think. I don't know how many times I've been there where I have to sit down and reflect and just take, be in the now and go, damn, I'm strong. I've made it this far. You need to do that once in a while. You need to just slow down and realize that you're stronger than you think. Okay. And if you're curious about Steel Mace Fitness or you need support on your journey, you know where to find me, steelmacewarrior.com. I have a Steel Mace Fitness video library membership now, programs, and I even have a free course you can check out. It's called Smart Goals for Steel Mace Warriors. I did it for the new year because I wanted everyone to just have a way to start fresh, to start strong. And the best way to do that is by setting some goals, right? So that's free. You can go check that out. And there's a lot of things coming, guys. So many things. I would even suggest you subscribe to my email list, because if you love Steel Mace Fitness, you want to stay in touch, okay? Now, as I said before, I also have a little bonus for you for sticking with me till the end. I want you to check out the link provided below. No matter where you're listening to this, you will find that link where you can download, okay, a brand new guide that I called The 4 Pillars of Warrior Strength. Embrace change, build strength, and step into the powerful warrior you're meant to be. I think you're going to love it, especially if you tuned in today. Anyways, thank you for spending this time with me. And remember, it's always you versus you. And if I'm talking to myself, it's me versus me. And trust me, you're winning.